For this one, I'm just gonna hit record and see where this video will take me. I just want to be able to rant and ramble on about things. Sometimes in my life, I think I just keep stagnating in terms of my skills. Let's just say artistic skills, right? Because I'm an artist by trade and I would like to, keep upgrading and going to the next level and whatnot. Now I know there'll be people that will say, hey, you're just gonna have to try harder. You're just gonna have to put in more work, and well, basically, you will see the results. And I have no disagreement with them at all in that regard. But I think the point that I'm trying to get at here is that what if after the stagnation, what if after all the achievements and all the accolades, let's just say, you still want more, and then again, you still feel like stagnating. How's that gonna help? So, this keeps me wondering, why are we all just trying to become and trying to achieve things and try to basically turn ourselves into someone else, something else that we actually are not? If it is something that you really want to do, then by all means, go for it and try your best achieving it. But I think at the same time, we have to keep our eyes open enough to know that, hey, we may not be able to achieve the things that we want to achieve, right? Most of the time, maybe it's not in store for us, no matter how hard we try, and no matter how devastating it may sound. Because I know it does sound very disheartening and devastating. At the end of the day, though, that's all we are, I guess. We just have to keep trying. I guess those people are right. You gotta try harder, bro. you know? But I think having an open mind going into this will help us out. I'm making this one because I know that many people, many of you who are listening, or let's just say those who are not listening, because my channel is very small. I don't even think I should call it a channel at this point. This is just me ranting into the void. I don't know if there's going to be anybody listening, but it helps me. I hope it helps someone else as well. The point that I'm trying to drive here is that even if you feel like alone and by your lonesome at all times, know that it is true. Know that it is not something you tell yourself and something that you can get out of, because unfortunately, at the end of the day, for people who are a little bit more aware, let's just say, and are a little bit more attentive to what's happening around them, yes, you are going to be alone. And no, no one is coming to help you. And I'm here to tell you that because I am in that position at the moment recording this video. You may not like it. People may say, well, you gotta go get help. You gotta have a supporting group, buddy. You're gonna have something to help you get up. Sure, those things sound very good, and the systems that are in place for people who need it, it's awesome. And I believe that they should go and get help if they think that it is what they want and what resonates with them. But most of the time, at least for me, I have come to realize that while I'm being surrounded by others, I still feel alone inside. So, what happens when you feel like that? What happens when you are like that? There's this aloneness, let's just say, or some people may call it even loneliness, that you carry around with you no matter where you are. Even if you're surrounded by others or not, you still have it. So, what's going to happen then? Well, in that case, I would say you're going to have to embrace it. You're going to have to accept it. You have to accept the fact that you are, by your lonesome, 99.999% of the time. I would even venture as to say 100% of the time. And that should be fine. That should be okay. Nobody is coming out to save us. I think the only person who really can save you is yourself. So, if you feel lost, if you feel alone, lonely, angry, and upset, and jealous, I'm saying these because I am living them. I'm talking about these feelings because at the time of this recording, I am not going to lie to you. I am living every single one of those feelings that I just mentioned. And it's not very healthy, and I know that it's not very good to attach yourself to those things. But know that at the same time, as these feelings come, they will also go. And you'll still be here alone. Nobody's out to help you. You're as lonely when these feelings came as when these feelings go. So, what's the point of you being upset, being jealous, being angry all the time, trying to grab onto this feeling or that feeling? For what? I don't say disparage these feelings. I don't say don't take them seriously. Definitely do. They are there, they are real, and they will affect you. But at the same time, have the awareness, have the self consciousness, whatever you want to call it, have the knowledge that they are evanescent, they are very transitory, they come and they go. Unfortunately for me, personally speaking, there have been countless times where I try to hold on to them just to search for some sort of meaning, some sort of why as to the reasoning behind it all, behind all the anger, behind all the jealousy, behind every sort of unwanted feeling that I will have. But I can tell you that the more you try to look for a why and a reason, the more you get lost. The more you feel confused and perplexed by life. I know as an artist, I try to express myself in a visual manner, but because of these hindrances, for the most part, I really haven't been able to express myself that much artistically and visually the way that I really want to do. Hopefully, this channel will help me achieve it, but at the same time, if it doesn't, well, it doesn't. But I know that I really have to just let things go. Otherwise, I just keep getting dragged by this force to and fro. just keeps pushing me away and pulling me in to places that I really don't want to be. And I know that in my everyday life, I come across situations where getting angry and getting jealous and getting upset, getting sad and depressed is really par for the course. But it really shouldn't be, because we only have this one life to live. And if it's just lived in a way that you're just going to be feeling these unwanted feelings, then isn't it unfair towards you? You could give in to these feelings and emotions all the time, but I think there has to come a time where you just say no. And you have to take a small step towards whatever it is that makes you feel better, whatever it is that resonates with you. Now I could get into the whole topic of it, but I don't think it can fit into just one recording, because there is so much to talk about regarding finding you, and I really don't have the answers. I don't claim to know the answers either. I have nothing. I have no answers. But I think we all should come to the conclusion that society at large isn't a very healthy place for you to compare yourself to as your point of reference. Sure, in some ways, it may be helpful. Let's say if you want to follow a career path, or if you want to follow a certain financial advice, who knows? Maybe it will help you, maybe it won't. But at the same time, I really don't think that society at large is a good place for you to compare yourself to. It's not a good point of reference, because at least these days, everybody is trying to mask themselves, and everybody is hiding behind their little personas that they put on each and every day. And I'm not gonna lie, this really does annoy me to a very high degree, unfortunately. I gotta work on that as well. Because everywhere you look, you see people who are faking it, and before you know it, those people will get everything. They will get all the promotions, they will get everything that they wanted out of life. And here we are, for being too real, I guess. For being upset when we are really upset. For being jealous when we are really jealous. I'm not trying to put any other name to it. There is no other name. It sucks. It is hell to live with these emotions. But like I said before, hell doesn't last that long, I guess. Sure, it comes, but it can also go. But then it comes again, and the cycle continues. So I guess just being aware of this cycle really helps. I really don't know where this video is gonna go. Like I said, this is just a big rant. I'm not gonna say life sucks and life of an artist sucks. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. For some it does, for some it doesn't really. Some people really do make it, and I feel happy for them. Some people really don't. And you get all the in between. But one thing's for sure, that one thing is, you really have to keep going. You gotta keep going. I don't mean you gotta be grinding on the wheel, bro. You gotta hit the gym, man, and gain those muscles, man. Or, I don't know, whatever path of glory and success you think is resonating with you. I'm not saying all those things. All I'm saying is, you have to find what truth truly is to you, and not what someone else is telling you. What your mind is telling you, what your comparisons are telling you. Because at the end of the day, it is you who's living this life. It is you who is living your life, basically. And no one else can tell you what others, no one else can tell you what you must do, what you should do. It is only you who knows what you should do at any given moment. So don't take that power away from yourself. If you think that at this moment it is best for you to just sit at home and be upset, do it, but do it honestly. Do it knowing full well why you're upset and why you just want to sit at home and don't want to talk to anyone else. And like I said, this is all we got, man. This is all we got. That's all we gotta do. You just gotta move on. Even if it means by doing nothing, you just gotta move on. Because holding on to these type of things, holding on to these feelings, man, it can devastate you. It can make you go crazy. You will have an internal dialogue with yourself that sounds like a horror movie. And it's not good. It is not good. It would just keep you guessing, keep you confused. I think for the most part, that's what other people want. Other people really, well, for the most part, they don't really care. And some of them really don't want you to be happy. And they want you to live like this, so that way you're more easily controlled. Or if they're not in a very high position of power, they want you to see you, they want you to live like this. They want to see you live like this. So that way they can feel good about their own lives. That way they can feel good about themselves and what they have and what you don't have. Trust me, I've seen those kind of people, and it really frustrates me as well. But I guess they are what they are, and we are what we are, I guess. At the same time, though, man, or woman, whoever, just just be in the moment, I guess. As cliche as it sounds, just be in the moment and try to filter out all those thoughts and emotions. Or if you're not filtering them out, at least embrace them. Be honest with them. Yeah, I am jealous. Yeah, I am angry. What else can I be right now? I see everyone else making it. I see everyone else doing this, that. I'm not doing it. You know? Be honest about it. It's fine. No one's gonna care. Who's gonna care? You have to pick yourself up. Unfortunately, I know it does sound cliche, and other people have said it countless times. Oh, pick yourself up by your bootstraps, man. I've heard it. But what I'm saying here is a little bit different. It is only you. It is just you who can help yourself, not anyone else. Don't even listen to the others. Carve your own path. Carve your own path. Even if it is tiring, even if it is disheartening and filled with embarrassment and depression and anger and jealousy and envy and whatever else you want to label it, carve your own path. That's what I'm trying to do here. Even if this recording doesn't get anything, I think I'm still gonna post it because I really don't care anymore. Because you have to be real at some point. You have to you have to do something different. You have to share what you got. You have to share that truth inside of you, right? Now, after this, I'm gonna go back to my regular videos as well. Trust me, this channel is not gonna just be about this kooky stuff, let's just say, you know. But there is a deeper side to all of it. There's a deeper side to life. And unfortunately, it gets left out by the cacophony of noises and distractions that we have to live with every day. Unfortunately, it gets drowned out But the truth is still there. It's still within us. It's not going anywhere. And we have to live it. We have to acknowledge it. And these emotions and feelings that I just talked about, they are part of it too. You embrace everything. You embrace the good and the bad. That's how you move on. You embrace the hate. You embrace the love. That's how you move on. In some circles, they say life is the accumulation of opposites. It may sound paradoxical, but they do say that life is the accumulation of opposites, and it still works. Even though two opposites are side by side to each other, it still works. As you can see, you get the bad. You get people dining at a very high class, exotic restaurant with exquisite cuisine, right? And at the same time, you see others in another corner of the world dying of starvation. So, yeah, life does work, in a sense. But know that the pain that you feel is shared by us, by everybody. Know that it's there and it is shared by everybody. Even though you may think that it's not shared, let me tell you, it is. But at the same time, the will always be there. The aloneness will always be there, no matter what you can do about it. It will always be there, and there's no escaping it. So you have to embrace it. Unfortunately, I know it is very tough, but we all gotta embrace that sometimes. Because tough times are coming. Tough times will come. And we're gonna have to go through them. Maybe out the other end, become somebody different. We become someone who is, I guess, stronger. I don't know. This video has gone on for too long, guys. I don't know. I just hit record. I hope it didn't make you crazy or anything. Yeah, these are some thoughts that I was having. Decided to share them. I'm just gonna go on for a little bit longer because I think it has some value in saying that if you're an artist, if you are a visual artist like myself, and sometimes you feel stagnating, you just cannot get out of the rut, and basically you don't see any escape. You are creatively blocked, as they would like to say. I would have to tell you that find something that moves you just a little bit. It can be anything. It can be a piece of media. It can be a video game that you like playing. It can be a song even. It can be a movie that you really like. It can be a distant childhood memory. I don't know. It can be a book that you like reading, right? So try to find that resonates with you, because there is no other way. And if you can find it, I congratulate you, because now you have a tiny well of ideas that you can draw from. That's what I've been doing with these videos that I've been making. I really do like survival horror games, action games, the games that put you in a precarious situation and you have to come out the other end, right? I really like those kind of games. Also, on a separate note, I am right now playing Starfield, and I know there's a lot of backlash against that game, but man, is it fun. I'm having a ton of fun. I may make a video for that game as well, coming down the line, but we'll see. Because I really like the atmosphere. I can go on about the artistic direction of that game. I wanted to talk about the concept art of that game, the artistic side of it, the whole NASA punk aspect to it. But anyways, that's besides the point. All I wanted to say was, if you're an artist, if you feel like you're stagnating and You're not going where you want to be. Just just give yourself some time, huh? Just give yourself some time and try to embrace that loneliness, embrace that aloneness, right? Embrace all the crappy emotions and feelings and thoughts that come your way because you know that they're not gonna go away if you just want them to go away, right? You have to live with them. Embrace all of those. Maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to find something out the other end. There is no guarantees either. There's no guarantee. So, this video is not an answer, it's not an antidote. It's just thoughts, some insights, maybe, if you could call it that. So, try to find that little well of creativity. If it resonates with you, if you think you can find something that you really like, why not hold on to it? See what you can glean from it, right? See what you can get from it. And then you start creating. You don't even need to think about it. You just go on autopilot and you do things that you thought were not possible before. Yeah. So I hope this helps. If this doesn't get many views, that's also fine. No one else is gonna listen to it. That's also fine. But if someone out there listens to this and it helps them in a tiny manner, it would mean a lot to me. So take care, guys. Take care of your mental health, let's just say. Everybody always says take care of health. Of course, that's very important. Physical health is also very important. But take care of your mental health. Take care of that mind. Don't give into it too much. Okay, this was me. Take care for now. I'll see you in the next one, guys.